Since June 16, 2016, IAXISRADIO has been at the forefront of digital audio entertainment.
We are the creators empowering the future of visual and sound design through advanced technology and community relationships that foster unlimited growth for future generations to come. We are IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. There is no limit to what we do. Design, create, and empower.
IAXISRADIO. You are now locked in.
Wake up to IAXISRADIO in the morning.
The future of radio and podcast.
Your number one station.
You are now locked in. The future of radio and podcast.
Behind the Enemy Lines is a podcast when we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. All right, so come to the front of the congregation. Now, we're going to start some trouble.
IAXISRADIO.
You are watching IAXISRADIO and Podcast live. Welcome to our show. Now let's go.
IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Get behind Enemy Lines with WIZZ and Gatekeeper on IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. They didn't come to play with y'all. Let's get it.
Girl, it's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
What's the best way to tell you I love you without falling flat? More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trips off the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need a vote. Head full of these words, only one to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's the end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So blessed when you check yes over no. Have a question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know.
Yes. I don't know how to say it, girl. I don't care if you say I can't sing. I'm still going to try it every once in a while. Welcome back. Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there's no need to adjust your screen. You are here with me, the Gatekeeper, and this is STRAY. We're going to get to him in a minute. We didn't release WIZZ, all right? We didn't release him yet. We know it's a Dallas situation going on, but we ain't released him yet, all right? We just got some people filling in. He's going to pull in a little later. So this is is Behind the Enemy Lines. Behind the Enemy Lines is a podcast where we talk about relationships for the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. Every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on IAXISRADIO. Yes, we are live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Roku, 365. iAXISRADIO, the TuneIn app, all right? And you could download the iAXISRADIO app as well, all right? You can say, Alexa, or what they got for Tubi. We might be on Tubi now. I think we're working on Tubi. We're reaching out. We're going to be on Tubi soon. Say Alexa, or you can talk to that other one and say, hey, take me to iAXISRADIO, and you can check us out, all right? Make sure y'all do that. Shout out to Reggie in the building. Listen, I got the shades on right now. It's about 700,000 degrees outside, all right? Protect yourself, all right? Get you some water in the system, all right? Make sure you got your sunscreen. Don't think you too black to not get burnt, all right? We rotisserie out there. It's getting crazy. You see the triple tone. Look at this shit straight.
Right.
Triple tone going on.
I same thing going on. Don't worry.
So make sure you're out there protecting yourself, staying hydrated, okay? And getting ready for what's going on. It's going to be a fun-filled show for y'all. Of course, we got an interview that's going to be happening in a couple minutes, right? Stray's in the building. BX, stand up, all right? All right. I know it's Puerto Rican. They celebrating right now, right?
Celebrating,
but it's Lil Yachty over here too now, right? So for all the Jamaicans, all right, we in the building, all right? Be tuned in, all right?
Backpack Rap Culture Subliminal Tears bands for the Puerto Rican Day Parade, but also for the Giants, because we behind enemy lines.
Thank you. See, this is why Wiz didn't show up. He didn't want to deal with this heat. I understand what's going on, Wiz. You ain't slick with it. All right, so I want to get y'all in tune with what's going on, okay? Like I said, we're going to have an interview, but before that, we're going to have what we call the wild card happening about 6:15, all right? The wild card is when we take a chance to go away from the topics that we talked about. You might want to talk about some of the things you want to talk about. Feel free to put it in the chat. We can have it live, okay? Or I could come up with a topic with y'all, and we do have one, okay? It's gearing towards Father's Day, so we're going to get there. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, okay? We're going to get there, all right? And we're going to talk about during our topic today, you know, is having a father in the house overrated? That's what we're going to talk about in the topic. And we got a couple of things that we're going to touch on, and we're going to build like a little, I want to say, a how-to guide, all right, for the fathers that are there. You know what I'm saying? There it is. I am the pappy, okay? When I came up with this, I was thinking about Bernie Mac. I am the pappy, okay? Are we proud to be the pappy anymore, okay? Do we understand what it takes to be a pappy? You know what I'm saying? We got to get into that. Shout out to Cannibal Blaze in the building. Thank y'all for checking in. So we're going to have a real serious conversation. But like I said, we're going to have the wild card happening about 6:15, give or take. We're going to have the pressure check, right? The pressure check is where we jump into the Rolodex, right? And we call a couple people to make sure that we ain't too much off the line of what we talking about. That's why I said behind the enemy lines, we usually only have two people up here, but you are the other voice. Shout out to Vocals by Jamel in the building. You are the other voice, okay, that we want to hear from. We don't just do it for us. We do it for the culture. We do it for the people, okay? And then at 6:45, we're going to have what we call our special, and this young man has been on it already. We're going to have Chucky's Cut in the building, okay? Cholisa Chanel is going to be on Chucky's Cut today, and I'll tell y'all, a brand new song, okay? We getting the exclusive, straight. We getting the exclusive. All right, so make sure y'all get in tune for this exclusive. It's an R&B joint, and y'all are going to love it. If you don't, I want to be here to debate why you don't love it. Now, we got a couple ways for this to work, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat, all right, y'all want to vote to keep or kill. And even though I like the young lady, okay, that don't mean Chucky is going to have any mercy, all right? If the fans, if the people say it got to go, it got to go, okay? It's not up to me, Stray. It's not up to me. It's not up to you, okay? You get a vote, but it ain't fully up to us. So you people make sure y'all go and vote. Y'all go to crowd.live to vote. Okay, this is one way, crowd.live to vote. Now, if you go to crowd.live, you got to get another device. You got to leave, but come back. You know, like Smokey and them said, come back so we can finish the discussion and get to the wrap up in the situation that's going on. Don't be running off. Come back, all right? So when you go to crowd.live, you put in the code, all right? Z as in zebra, S as in Sam, Q as in quote, X as in Xavier, E as in elephant, okay? And you get to vote to keep or kill it. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can break down the song if you want. We'll read the comments, but feel free. Everybody that is musically inclined. Can we say that? Musically inclined? Can we say that? Listen, we don't care if it's
appropriate.
Yeah, if we don't care if it's backpack rap, we don't care if it's spoken words. If you could put it on an MP3, you can send it in and have an opportunity to have your music, your art displayed. Okay, during this segment, we try to turn strangers into family. That's how I go with this, right, ladies and gentlemen. And the price ain't gonna always be the price that it is now. Okay, take advantage of the opportunity. This is like you get a chance to go in the supermarket and they say, hey, you got 10 minutes to grab whatever you want. And then somebody go in and say, well, 10 minutes is not enough. Get your 10 minutes on. Stop playing around. Get your 10 minutes on, all right? So now also in the comments, all right, you get to vote 1 for keep and 2 for kill. So if you don't want to leave, just put it right in the chat. And we got to let these artists know because it does matter, all right? We all been there at some point, whether it's a new job, you're trying to work your way up, music, and you're trying to get seen. We all have been in a place where we don't put in the work to get noticed. So if you put in the work, then go ahead and do your thing. She said, what did we do? Chandel Coleman said, what did we do to WIZZ? Listen, we can't confirm or deny anything, all right? You heard what the young man said. We got the Giants wristbands going on. Everybody can't stand the heat in the kitchen on behind the enemy lines, all right? So we're going to do a GoFundMe to go find WIZZ, all right? Yeah. So we'll let y'all know when Al put the GoFundMe up to go find WIZZ, all right? So once again, BHLFamily52 at yahoo.com if you want to send in your MP3 format. It got to be MP3 format, all right? It can't be iTunes. It can't be...
I just got a text. They said San Antonio's pretty close to Dallas, so WIZZ might be all the way in San Antonio at the moment.
You're right.
Just putting it out
there.
Hey,
WIZZ, if you getting that eggshell off a Wimby, just wipe it softly, all right? Nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? you threw up the alley. I just dunked it. What you want me to do? He's in San Antonio. That's where he's at, ladies and gentlemen. BHLFamily52 at yahoo.com, all right? Send it to me, or you can reach out to me at Gatekeeper718 on all platforms, or you can reach out to WIZZ, all right? Once again, if you don't send in an MP3 format, I can't help you. We can't get you played. We can't get your music serviced, right? So help me help you, okay? Don't handicap yourself in the situation. All right, we're going to get to some of our sponsors in a second to make sure that we get everybody some appreciation before we step into this amazing artist. All right, we're going to get into his music and his clothing. The name is STRAY, all right? I will say this, listen. I've been chasing this guy for about 2 years since I met him. No, ain't no cap. Absolutely. I know it's cap. Every time I know he was like, if this guy could be one more time at the Links joint. Shout out to the Links and franchise. We're all putting everything together. Y'all got to make sure y'all catch Sunday vibes. I definitely trying to get out there. They move towards B Road now.
Yeah, they're the cool spot on B Road. They're there tomorrow too. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all popping out.
Yeah, come through. Listen. They got the drinks, you know what I'm saying? They
definitely got a drink happy hour special.
Happy hour special.
It's free before 9. A lot of beautiful dimes.
You got the food going.
Come wine and dine with
wine
us.
And dine. Wine and dine. I try to go on every Sunday, but you know, I got responsibilities. My wife be watching me doze off.
Right.
She be watching me doze off. I get dressed, I just never get out the door. I'm going to keep it 100. I get dressed.
The grind be the grind, but if you got time,
you got time.
Sunday vibes.
Come on. I never had a bad Sunday vibe. So straight, I say the first time, and I'm getting his name right, because I used to call him St.Ray. Because when
I answer to both, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That's why I respect him even more. Shout out to Cedric in the building. Said, what's poppin', family? Because when I first called him St.Ray, because I first heard his music when we was at the old spot, and then near Gun Hill further up. And when I heard his sound, I was like, damn, son, nice. Yo, I got to get him on the show. So I hit you kind of right after that. You was like, yeah, get with me. Then I texted him a couple times. He kind of curved me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, he ain't get me back. He gave me the fake digits.
I feel like you doing the Cameron J. Cole thing right now, yo. You know
what happened?
We was just both working, and it was very difficult to synchronize the schedules because you do everything you do very professionally, so you got it booked out. And I was booked for some of those dates when we first initially spoke. But
you
I'm
know
glad
what?
we got it together.
Also, for real, I'm glad though. Outside the joking, and don't mind me, it's the heat is cooking up. Outside the joking, even though I couldn't get him right in the seat, he's right on time, and I was actually able to sit back and see the other things that was going on in the backfield, because that's when I started seeing you at clothing events online. I'm like, oh, he's doing clothing too, and he's doing this. and then the umbrella situation. We're going to get to that. I'm just giving y'all a snippet of why y'all might want to stick around, all right? Bronx, stand up, all right? Jamaica, stand up. He's in the building representing, and we're going to have a good time. So we're going to get to our sponsors real quick. Voice to Life Tea, brought to you by Vocals by Jamel. You see we got it right here, you know what I'm saying? And make sure you go order you some everywhere, all right? It's good for talking, singing, arguing, whatever you want to do. Shout out to Vocals by Jamel. And on top of that, if you a singer, you need to holler at her, okay? She is a live vocal coach, ladies and gentlemen, so she can get your woo-woos all right. Yes, that's what I be trying. I'm trying to get my woo-woo on. R&B is where I want to be at. Woo-woo. Our second sponsor is Ken Candelas. Shout out to Metal Mastermind. Okay, Ken Candelas is a music engineer and teacher, right? Teaches at 3 different schools. He teaches audio engineering. He does metal music, all right? He masters in that as far as that's the music that he creates. That's one is in his soul. But he teaches everything from how to plug up into instruments, live studio, whatever you need to do. If you're trying to get better in engineering and music, you might want to check him out. And if you're into the metal, rock and roll, you know, you're going to be feeling right at home. Shout out to Ken Candelas, a very, very smart guy when it comes to this engineering, you know what I mean? And mixing and mastering. He has what they call a golden ear, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get there yet, but I'm definitely working towards it. Also, we have something new for the fathers coming up for Father's Day. Furthering Fathering is a group that I work with. Shout out to Jeremy Maynard and all the other fathers that's involved. My uncle God, Jazzy Rainey. As you can see, they have a breakfast that's coming up on June 20th to celebrate and commemorate Father's Day. Y'all should go and check it out. It's a real good thing. Also, this is supposed to be Male Awareness Month. So they are into male awareness, you know what I'm saying, and mental health, okay? So, excuse me, if you guys are looking to just be around a group of people that's old and young and men that's just sharing good time, good food, and good stories, you might want to look them up and get in tune with them and see what they got going on. They have weekly meetings as well as monthly meetings, and they're doing a lot of big things in the communities, and I look to see them everywhere, helping fathers, you know what I'm saying, feel more appreciated as fathers, especially as kids get older, you know, not forgetting the piece that you play, you know what I'm saying, and the importance of it.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in.
Yes, we appreciate y'all. We need y'all to continue to share this live, not 100, not 2,000, 3,000. We want to break the internet, all right? Break the internet with what we doing. Our last sponsor I want to shout out is my boy D Chorus and everything he got going on. Power for the Hour movie out right now. Go and check it out. This is based off a live true story. Young brother from Harlem, you know what I'm saying, that turned around his life. Also, his Second Chance is really a give back youth organization that's doing well. That's also his book. He's an author, true success story of an underachiever, which I read from page to page. It's a good book. Make sure y'all go and check that out. May all you fathers have a happy Father's Day. We appreciate you on that. And we're looking forward to that. We got something special that's dropping. Shout out to producer P, Better Green Entertainment. We're growing, and we want to share this with you guys right now. First book is going to be out next couple days. Al, go ahead, put the flyer up there so we can read it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Better Green Entertainments. We just put out our first children's book that everybody's going to be able to get to see.
Congratulations, y'all. That's big.
Magic Shelf. It's a story based on a teacher. That's a live story out of the Bronx as well. It's going to be a great read, written by me, of course, but the stories of what I get to see every day. You guys are going to love it, and we're going to continue to spread and grow. So look out for that.
Hard copies too?
Yes, we're doing hard copies. We're doing hard copies, and the digital copies We'll have the links for that real soon, but literally, we just got the publishing done last night.
Super tough, man. Congratulations.
New publishing, so we're working, and it's going to be a great thing. Yes. WIZZ is in the building. They found him. Oh, snap. They found him.
Yo.
What happened, WIZZ?
I don't know what the hell is going on with traffic, because usually I take George Washington Bridge. But after being at the World Cup this year, and that
I forgot about that.
I had to pass MetLife. I decided to go to the Holland. Bad choice. I left my house at 3.
I mean, if that's the way you used to go to Texas, we believe you.
Whatever.
If that's the way you went to go to Texas, we believe you.
Yo, man, I hate traffic. I left after I was watching. I was listening to the Big Rich show, and I was like, yo, okay, so I'm gonna leave at 3.
Nah, you know, everybody and their moms is trying to get into the city for the watch parties because, like, that's what they want to forecast. All the fans is forecasting championship tonight. So the whole New York City is on. As you know, they're trying to be on timing for that celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't make Batman come outside tonight. Stop acting up. You know what I'm saying?
City's gonna be on the state of emergency.
Spurs fans alone.
Leave the Spurs fans alone.
Let them lose. Let them leave with their dignity.
I agree. Listen, we still taking that GoFundMe to go find WIZZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is doppelganger we using right now. No, this is the fake WIZZ. We got to go find me. So, like I said, man, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Please continue to stay in tune with us. We're gonna show you a little bit about Stray before we get to this interview. Y'all gonna love it. Stray, tell them a little bit about the clothing line for a second and a little bit about your music, just a smidget as Al sets up the video.
Got a brand out. It's called Subliminal Tears. It's some merch brand. It's a hip hop merch brand. And we outside. We rapping. We bringing the bars. We got all the heat you need. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said just a smidgen. So
just a smidgen. Just a smidgen.
We're gonna stop right there.
All right, Al, give him what you got, Al. And once again, happy Father's Day. We got a Father's Day song lined up for y'all. Know that we're gonna have some fun. If you want to call in, the phone lines will be open shortly. Okay, 914-716-6917. 914-716-6917. So as WIZZ would say if he was here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody line up, and I say,
line up.
Strap in with us. All right, we can't stand each other, but we're gonna get along for the next 2 hours. Let's do it. Let's do it, Al.
You sick for this one. They
concealing it, that's really truth, and they come to the light, but it's gradually smoke like a spliff in the dark. They mention me popping like agony, rapping but speaking it factually, deep in and teaching, employing the faculty, moving through struggle, surviving that agony, serving like for a minute, I'm winning and winning, cause simply that's the mentality here. On mission, no switching the plane for them snitches, cause that's the mentality here. Ambition and vision with no part to pissin', that's the mentality here. No border to run, it's on the due time, cause that's the mentality here. If I'm in it, I'm winning and winning, cause simply that's the mentality here. On mission, no switching the plane for them snitches, cause that's the mentality here. Ambition and vision with no part to pissin', yeah, that's the mentality here. No water to run, just all in due time, yeah, that's the mentality here. Know the mentality, we up the salary, claiming they artists, but they don't drop galleries. Move, they compounding like we burning calories, playing the circuit, but they couldn't stack with me. Some ain't believing what's out spewing blasphemy, claiming this love, but was repping and casually hating. They how they concealing it, actually truth, and they come to the light, but it's gradually smoke like a spliff in the dark. They mention me popping like agony, rapping but speaking it factually, deep in and teaching.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up. Yeah, I'm on my New York, hat to the back on my New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York, Timbs with the shorts on my New York. I'm on my New York, riding on the train on my New York.
I'm on my New York. Got the world following the New York script. Hustle with Timbs and hoodies on my New York flip. Rubber band stack money with my New York click. Yeah, I'm on my New York. I rep the Giants, Jets, New York Knicks. Tailor-made clothing with my New York stitch. My chick banging, don't you see my New York? Yeah, I'm on my New York. You know we deserve the props we get. Riding up in the range, I'm in my New York whip. International chicks on my New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York. See how I kill it with my New York spit. Thanks to the boroughs, now I'm New York rich. The way I flood, I'm thorough with my New York hits.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Kid Capri on my New York. Come on, DJ Red Alert on my New York. Bounce Funk Master Flex on my New York. I'm on my New York. B.I.G. on my New York. Big Pun on my New York. Jam Master J on my New York.
BBD's in direct. Stand on the corners, God building 5% lessons. Got nickel crack hand to hand. On the hustle rebelling, while the D's calculating who's selling. Sell drugs right in front of the deli. Poncho know what we doing, and while we bubble in the corner, we brewing. Introduce you to the new walk and the new talk. That's how we do when we in New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Every hood love me for my New York skin. I get a lot of money on that New York strip. Gully rock a scully with a New York fit. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Run up in the tunnel, catch a New York Vic. ODB reppin' New York sick. You want the truth? Take a New York trip.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up.
Yeah. I think it's about time for y'all to give New York that shit back. Y'all know where the crown belongs.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, get your wallets and all that ready. He gonna give y'all everywhere you need to go so you can get yours right now, all right? Stray is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And before we, Al, do we got the music queued up? All right, before we even get into this interview, we got a couple songs, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get to those songs real quick. Either will stand up, number 52 forever, say less. Thank you for tuning in, John. We got a couple songs we're gonna get into it. Then we're gonna get into this interview, ladies. Come on, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all see that subliminal tears, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can't tell me that joint ain't fire. Anyway, in the link.
Appreciate y'all
come
on
on.
cook up too, because I didn't provide those visuals. Y'all just cooked that up, and that was beautiful. I definitely appreciate that.
That's Big Brother Al. He makes it happen. You could be next on IAXIS Radio. Just come get with us.
Yep.
Wiz, I saw you with a cup. What you had in the cup, Wiz? Oh, Coke. So how was it? Me and Wimby, Wiz, how was it?
And crazy.
Huh?
It was crazy.
It was crazy? Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was. So like I said, man, we met at Sunday Night Vibes.
Definitely Sunday Vibes, right?
Sunday Night Vibes. Give us one of your favorite stories about being at Sunday Night Vibes while we wait for the music to come on in.
One of my favorite stories?
Yeah.
When we was at the old spot, we're not even gonna mention the name, you know what I mean? But when we was at the old spot, I don't wanna say it's like my favorite story, but it's just like a thing that used to happen every week. Like they used to rotate between like two security guards, you know what I mean? But one of them is a young lady, you know what I'm saying? But she's a little bit older than me or whatever, but every time I used to pull up there, you know what I mean? Like, cause they're very aggressive about how they search you.
Yeah.
So I used to just like, I'm not flirting with her, but I used to just like joke with her every week. Like every time like she saw me, she would just start die laughing already because she knew how I was gunning, you know what I mean? So I get there, I'd be like, go ahead, I know you want your free fills today, you feel me? Like, go ahead, like, I understand what you want out of this day. I know I'm about to make your whole night right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just had like a real chill relationship. That was probably one of the, and that just, you feel me? That's on the way into Sunday Vibes. So I'm saying like even the security guard, bro, before you got in the spot was vibey, you know what I mean? So it was always a special thing, you know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate the fact that they really got it going for so long and they still push.
I definitely support them. Shout out to the links, man. Go and follow them, man. Check them out right now. Franchise, Ty Bansom, and damn, why I can't? I'm having a brain fart right now. Ism.
Terror Ism.
Ism is always in the cuts. That's what it is. Ism is in the cut. It's hard to catch Ism. You ready, Al? All right, here we go. Come on, man.
It's Optimus Prime. We're streaming right now.
Cause I'm out of this world, now I'm out of my mind. I'm out the door as soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime. Cause I'm out of this world, now I'm out of my mind. I'm out the door as soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime. My faith in the Lord, my faith
race to the sky. Unless it's war, sharp and sword, get ready to ride. Doing anything big, like I'm ready to die. Throwing a marble in the sky, cause I rep my side. We dressed in honor, y'all still wearing y'all pride. You gotta own a moment, even if it ain't your time. Y'all still speeding, guess you ain't seen them signs. I feel like I pre-the door, but still living like I'm blind. I don't think they hearing me, I know that real's a rarity. Know that I'm a diamond, I've been trying to give them clarity. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, well apparently. Seeing through the fake shit, I like transparency. Manifesting real, cause I got no time for latency. Illin' shit blatantly, and they ain't keeping pace with me. I just bow my head, said grace, then I ate with cheese. You gotta get that hate out your heart and come get a play with me. Cause I'm out of this world, now I'm out of my mind. I'm out the door soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime. Cause I'm out of this world, now I'm out of my mind. I'm out the door soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime. The plate look like Sherman comes, transformative like Buddy Love, a different caliber, off loud like when the German done. Seen gangsters turn chump, been tricks but they turn big. True shit, it hurts every time that you find the Judas. I've been too lit, I probably need to focus up, sticking to the mission, trying to get the world to notice us. I'm getting to the business, you can never know enough. They show a poker face and winning, you would never know they bluff. With that and washing off these sins, I'm spending time abrupt. From accounts in the minus to back with the Midas touch. Had to fix my energy, I was all kinda stuck. Centered me, now back, coasting off the synergy. Proving at the table, damn near constructed the centerpiece. From the hood, we was posted up like a centipede. On them blocks where there's bearing arms like centipedes. But picture me with the guards mobbing out at a different speed. Now I'm out of my mind, I'm out the door soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime. Cause I'm out of this world, now I'm out of my mind. I'm out the door soon as this morning, out of my grind. They say that it's yours, but I feel like it's mine. So I'ma transform this whole thing, Optimus Prime.
So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we really have a true artist in the building, in the booth and outside of the booth, making it happen. And you can tell them where they can find these bodies of work as well. Born as a Hustler, VSOP, all right, A to Z, Backpack Rap Culture 1, and Backpack Rap Culture 2. Where can they find all those?
You can find Born as a Hustler. If you scour the internet, you should be able to find that all over the place. But you could definitely find it on Bandcamp. So it's st-ray.bandcamp.com. But if you just search any of the titles specifically, it'll definitely just pop right up. Backpack Rap Culture 3 on the way before you look up though.
On the way, that's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, feel free. Where's the real WIZZ? We haven't found them yet. That's why we still taking the donations, all right? Keep them coming in, all right? We'll put up the Cash App soon, all right? We trying to find WIZZ. Don't worry about it, all right? So, like I said, Stray is the name, even though it's spelled ST with a dot, all right? It's Stray, not St.Ray, but he answers to both, all right? So I respect him for that, all right? So before we talk about music, clothing, and business, what's something people think they know about you that is completely wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what people think they know about me, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even be able to fully answer that. I wouldn't know how to quite answer that. I'm not really paying attention to what people, you know what I mean, are thinking about me specifically. I'm not that ego driven.
Okay, that's good. I mean, most people would say, you know what, people think that because I'm fat, I like eating, but really, I'm a vegetarian, you know what I'm saying? None of that?
Nah, I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea, y'all. I can't call it. I don't know what people think. I don't know what they think.
Okay.
Right. You know what it is, too? So many things happen, and I'd be like, yo, like, why would that Why would they think they could do that with me?
Right.
So like so many times, I just don't know what people think. Like just to keep it a stack, I don't know what y'all thinking sometimes.
Okay, I ain't even mad at him because, like I said, you know, a lot of times people see me. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in the Northeast Bronx, whatever the case may be. So a lot of times I got a stone face. So when people see me, they think that I'm a mean, angry guy. And then when they get to see me, they like, yo, and they get around, like, yo, he's mad cool, he's mad relaxed, he's mad laid back. And I'd be like, I don't know why my face is like that, but I guess it was just like that since we was in school.
All right, so I got it. It just hit me. So I would say most people think I'm a nice guy. But low-key, I guess I'm a fucking asshole. low-key.
I ain't even mad for that. That's keeping it one in. Now, take us on the History Channel and give us the who, what, why, how of Stray and how you got from music, you know what I'm saying, Bronx lifestyle, and now your own Subliminal Tears. I mean, tell us about that.
I mean, it's literally...
Don't cut us either. Give it to us. We want to know about from that 15-year-old kid when you started, whatever, to now. Don't cut us.
15-year-old kid? Yeah. Crazy. 15-year-old kid hooping a lot every day, you know what I mean? School, the main focal. And I always had a job. Anybody that knew me knew I kept a job. And it was like, since you known me, I had a job or two. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of vibe.
Shout out to Bridges. He was just in. He said he gave you the muscle flex. He said strong.
Shout out to Pete Christie too, man. That's my dog. Shout out to Sean. I see you, my
nice.
dude.
I'm feeling this. This is in. That's shout out to Yvette.
Wow.
Mama Love in the building. Go. My fault.
Wow. Now you go. Yeah. So I was, just hooping a lot, grinding a lot, trying to carve out my own identity. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of support from the OGs and the coaches, and like, you know what I mean, to stay on a positive side of things, you know what I mean? So like I was pretty much stayed in a pretty much good direction. Some of the people that was doing some of the most notorious things was like, nah, my guy, you're too good for this, you know what I mean? But in the same breath, it gave me a reverence, it gave me a pride about where I was from. It gave me a different kind of outlook on people that maybe somebody else might judge. I might have another perspective, you know what I mean? So like I think with those lenses, me going through the tribulations of the inner city and finding a vision artistically and a voice artistically, it kind of just melded into where we at now. So even when you listen to Optimus Prime and it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm out the door on my grind. Like that's literally been me since the jump, you know what I mean? And the merch is it's like the same thing. Like since I've been doing my 1-2s, I've always been big on making sure that when you step in, you're supplementing for yourself, and you're also trying to add to the gravitas of what's going on. And I kind of feel like just the merch move in general, it wasn't even a thing about me, and that's why Subliminal Tears, like the brand archetype, I like to tell people, like I like to compare it to Starter, right? Where like Starter is not about an individual team, an individual player, or anything, a city. It's not even about an individual sport. It's about supporting sports. It's about collaboration. It's about camaraderie. When you look at the underlying basis of that brand, while now highlighting these teams, highlighting these players, and highlighting what's going on throughout the sport. So I like to look at Subliminal Tears like that. It's about highlighting the artist, highlighting the genre, highlighting the culture. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it allows me as an artist to supplement. It allows the next artist that's on it to supplement, right? And you're kind of, even what I noticed too, like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are doing merch things now. Beautiful thing. Like a lot of people would think like, yo, you might have a gripe with somebody doing that. And it's like, nah, because that's what we need. We need an ecosystem in the sense of like, you go to a show and there's merch at the show. And you go to the next open mic and there's merch at the open mic. And now it's just like you go to the whole show, you go to the Wale concert, there's gonna be merch there. So it's like you're creating that ecosystem. You're also like doing people need that social proof of what's going on. So you're getting people warmed up to your brand. You're doing the marketing, you're doing the stepping while you're actually growing. So I kind of just wanted to be the blueprint of what I've been saying, because I'm like, yo, we could try to do it like this, and we could do this thing too. So it's like, all right, like, you know what, let's just do it. Instead of like telling people what they could do and all this stuff, let's just do it. You know what I mean? So
I like how you put that, because a lot of times people think, and when I saw it, like I said, it was refreshing. You know what I'm saying? First of all, because this is what the major businesses was always doing when they got artists.
Right.
You wasn't just a music person. You know what I'm saying? They broke you down. They sold your merch. Right. They sold different parts of you. You didn't know what was happening until now. You hear a lot of people talking about the contract wise later, like, oh, I'm supposed to be getting this, I'm supposed to be getting that. So when I see the growth in individuals, I love it, period. You know, because there's no, just because you start out rapping, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be the car driver too, if that's what you like to do. Right. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I like hiking too.
Right.
It's
set up
okay.
the stage lights, like get in the production, learn the engineer, do all of it.
And that's why I learned from Ken Candela. Shout out to him again. When I went to engineering school, oh my God, the rapping was just the tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? So I like when I see people showing other sides of them, and I like the support. You know what I mean? Because it's a big thing to see somebody else like, yo, if I can do it for Nike, I can do it for you, especially if it's something I like. So I like when you guys are putting together these pieces and they're coming along. There's a couple comments that was up there. You want me to read them out? I saw somebody said you one of the most creative XYZ. I know I saw one of the most creative individuals I've ever had the blessings of meeting. That shout out, that's Ja, I believe. That said that.
Shout out to Ja, bro. I ain't
that is
that.
NY old school. Once again, they're saying the music is good music. Focus by Janelle said it was great stuff. 100s. I like that. So I'm glad you was able to keep growing, and I like the subliminal tears. What made you think about coming out with Umbrella? Because that's one of the first things I saw. But I was thinking that was so dope because it's so functional and on time. Like everybody always needs an umbrella.
So the umbrella idea like happened twice, right? So that like, wow, shout out to my bro Oliver Prime. The original concept, like the Nas umbrella, like that's a concept he brought out probably like I would say like 2017, 2016, right? And he only did 12 like as a sample, so like nobody ever like saw the thing. It was just like something that existed in the world like nobody ever saw. And it was fly as hell. Like he just wanted to actually turn it into a whole entire umbrella line, and we built on actually doing that. We're still like inshallah gonna get that into like his own thing. But in 2022, I started pushing Backpack Rap Culture 1. You know what I mean? I was networking with a bunch of people in PR. Shout out to Scott Morris. I did a tour in LA with him. And that allowed me to like reconnect with some other people that I knew in music. You know what I mean? And that led to like when we came back here and I'm like running the circuit and pumping the tape, like they was like, yo, just get a ticket to the Hip Hop 50th and then we gonna get you backstage.
Well, that's
you know what I mean? And I was like, just cop the ticket. It's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I got the best ticket. If I'm gonna wind up back, I got like the best ticket I could get. You know what I mean? Like I'm like all the way down on the floor. I'm watching a show. Like just so happens, a couple of like the people from my neighborhood, like they're doing security by the stage too. You know what I mean? So like everything is
Small
going great.
world,
so
ladies and gentlemen.
I can't get my peoples that's with me that came in because I could just get me in. But now my peoples that's there, they could get my peoples in too. So now we all backstage just like literally taking in the Hip Hop 50th, you know what I mean? And at this point, I'm literally like I don't have a job, you know what I mean? So like I'm working for myself in every facet of the word, you know what I mean? Like, and if you watch Belly, like in Belly, like Nas is like studying the 1099 independent contractor joint, and that's literally where I was like in life, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, so to be at the Hip Hop 50th, that happening. I went home and bro, like I had the umbrella. Like I had one of the samples for shout out to Oliver Prime again, and he's doing big shit. Like he's on hype beats. He's like killing it in the fashion realm of things. And I'm like, yo, bro, like I hit him. Like I just left the Hip Hop 50th, bro. Like the umbrella concept that we was building on. Like
it's tough.
Like what do you say if I just do 50 of them, like the Nas joints, and then I start rolling out 50s. For like the whatever big moments I have, like I'm gonna just have an umbrella to kind of like encapsulate the moment, and then we'll roll out the story and marketing behind it like later. Like, you know what I mean? For right now, let's just do fly things with the umbrellas. You know what I mean? So with that said, I do have 2 umbrellas coming this summer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I do got 2 umbrellas.
Yeah, them joints is definitely flying. Like I said, it's functional and it's promotable. I didn't even you know how you just don't never think about you need something, but having a car. And where's number 2? If you got a question, you know what I'm saying, you can ask it. Or do we gotta type it into the system?
And I think some of it too though is just being, you know what I mean? Like, so like for the rollout this go around, like if you copping a hoodie from us in the fall, it comes in a book bag. For the ladies that's copping like a t-shirt, it comes in a purse. Right? So like some of it is the functionality of it, right? But some of it is this intentionality with marketing the brand and trying to make sure that like you're building your community, you know what I mean? Like while you go, kind of.
And we're gonna have them type in the chat, because the website is up.
Yes,
the website is up. So put it live in the chat so people can start hitting you right now. And we can get those orders out. You know what I'm saying? Real dope concept.
The word.
What's something you had to learn about clothing, the clothing industry? I will say that's comparable to the music industry. Even though I know they're 2 separate animals.
Nah. I got the perfect answer.
All right, do your thing.
Nobody's on time, yo. Nobody's on time. Like, don't trust the dates. Don't trust the delivery options. Like, just like, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna start that show at 9:00. They're lying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like hip hop and the clothing thing. There's something about the timing with those industries. Don't get me wrong. Like, the fashion shows, depending on the stature of show, might start at a closer time than, you know what I mean, 12 o'clock at night, but pretty much the timing of how, like, I would just say you got to be ready for like investing the time. You know what I mean? Like, you might come to the show for real as an artist and it's 9 o'clock for you to start, but you're not getting on the stage till 1:30, 2 o'clock. You got to be ready for that, right? Just like you might have a drop that you're forecasting, so you're waiting on manufacturers or you're depending on manufacturers, and in that case, like sometimes it gets to murky waters, you know what I mean? You might have to improvise and figure out how to get your drop from just what you got going on because that manufacturer dropped the ball as far as the timing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So things of that nature.
It's crazy because I had a question about that, so we might as well just hop to that question. What's the biggest lie? I'm almost done with the new album, or the merch is shipping out tomorrow?
Damn.
Since timing is an issue, I had
like,
it.
So no. Like, so it's crazy. Like, if I got it, the merch shipping out tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, we're not worried about that. I think we'd be more worried about the album dropping like tomorrow. You know what I mean? The merch getting shipped out. That's cool. The album dropping tomorrow is crazy. That's crazy business. All right.
Go ahead, Wiz. You got something, Wiz?
Well, I'm just saying, everything ties in as far as with the weather. I mean, I said the weather. I mean,
he's glitching.
I'm glitching.
A little bit. You going in and out.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. So it's very important. Ever since like Fat Joe, with like Russell Simmons with Def Jam, with Baby Fat and all of them, it's very important to tie into your merchandise with your music. It's very important. Just like, you know, all the rappers everybody. It's very important for them. And to own your own merchandise. Like that, like it's very important. Like 50, you know, it's very important to ties in because everything ties into the music. You know, as far as
the effort, it's an opportunity for you to have branding, right? Like outside of your music, but outside of the fact that it's branding you wherever you go, it's still marketing the brand to new people. Whenever somebody sees Subliminal Tears, they don't even know, but they're being marketed to, right? It's as simple as that. So I do feel like all of those, right? Shout out to the Clips, you know what I mean? Like Play Clothes, shout out to Fat Farm, Rockaware, like Dirty, like all of the
Naughty Gear.
I was a student of the game for real, like, so you know what I mean? I came up watching all of those things, and I definitely I feel like as an independent artist, like merch is so easy to do now, like there's so many drop shipping opportunities, you know what I mean? Just like engineering, like it's one of those skill sets you could do. Graphic designing is one of those skill sets you could lean into. It'll give you opportunities to make bread outside of just the music, which is something as an independent artist You're never running away from an opportunity to make a little bit more money. You know what I mean? So
I think once again to have that vision, because sometimes artists get locked in. You know, they kind of like horses when they're racing. Sometimes they got those shutters on and they only see one way.
I'm like that too.
You know what I mean?
Like I got my main one way, and then I try to.
But that's why when you like that as an artist, that's why it's important to have a team that's putting together a structural plan to understand that there's other lanes we're supposed to tap in. Because when we used to travel and perform, we were so worried about the music that we didn't have the merchandise. I had it, right? And then I would get certain places and I back it out. Like you see, she got the Better Green Entertainment shirt on right now. I still have the Better Green Entertainment shirt. So when I started backing out the Better Green Entertainment shirt, why we got to keep wearing these shirts? I'm like,
because we got to be brand every day.
It's part of your identity. You want people to see it so much that it clicks right into, oh, you know what? That's Subliminal Tears. Oh, yeah. That's straight. He rap, and oh yeah, he does this too, and it all goes together. You gotta let the pieces work together.
I'm not gonna lie. So to a degree, sometimes I think I work against myself with that too, because I do like to drop catalogs. So there's things that are dropped that it might not say Subliminal Tears. Like this doesn't say Subliminal Tears on it at all. It actually just features other artists. You know what I mean? You would never necessarily know that this was something that was produced by, but in the same breath, like I said, it's not necessarily like about that. Like just even the fact that you're being marketed to, this is you learning about another artist, another single, right? And that's the base of the brand. That's what the brand is about. Like that's where I feel like that's where the real gold is, right? Because there's camaraderie there. And then I look at it like this: there's things that hit, and we're just waiting for the things that's gonna hit and stick around in culture, right? Like certain teas, whether it's a Zeppelin tee or it's classic for the moment.
For the moment.
You know what I mean? That moment that merch piece is encapsulating, that's why that piece is classic. So 50 years from now, or maybe not 50, but 10 years from now, that umbrella will be like, yo, you remember when Son did that? You know what I mean? So,
shout out to Morgan Flower Child. She said hello. We definitely want to say hello. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Behind the Enemy Lines, okay? A podcast where we're talking about relations for the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. We got in the building, okay? Bronx representative. Making it happen. Both
Kingston to
go ahead, give it to him. They like when you talk like that. Go ahead. Give me I'm the realest fake Jamaican, okay? I'm right next to White Plains Road, right? Don't get me started. So yes, we're gonna talk about the clothing, we're talking about the music, we're talking about the entrepreneurship and everything that we're doing. Also, shout out to all the fathers, happy Father's Day. We have the topic we'll get into in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be asking, is the father still important in the household? This is what we're going to talk about. Is he being overlooked? Is it overrated? You know what I mean? How important it is, if you got a son out there, you know what I'm saying? How important is it for dad to be in the mix? I am the pappy, you know what I'm saying? I'm the father. You know what I'm saying? That used to be an important thing. And another question, are women, you know what I'm saying, keeping us out of the game? Are they playing funny so you don't want to be a father and forget that value? So we're going to touch on that going into Father's Day, because there's a trend that I feel is starting to pop up more now. Back in the days, you know what I'm saying, most of the kids, a lot, I won't say all of them, because I couldn't find a solid statistic that I like. So I'll say 70%, 7 out of 10. When they was getting in trouble, 9 times out of 10, there was no father in the household. Now that's kind of changing. Let's say 6 out of 10 that's getting in trouble, there's a father in the household and they still out there acting crazy, acting lost, acting fool. So what's going on? We're going to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling someone and I'm pushing, works for the 20s, 30s, and 40s harder than now, because anything you create is timeless. Sorry, I'm late. You're never late. You're always on time. And yes, creation, like I said, is a very important thing, but chasing your passion is as well. And that's what I hear when you talk, is you're chasing your passion, you know what I'm saying, for whatever you do, you know what I mean? And that's, sometimes we get afraid to chase it because it's not showing maybe finances right then and there, you know what I'm saying? Or like you said, even if you was at that moment and you can go on the stage or behind stage, it was meant for you. You know what I'm saying? And being around people that even understand that's what helped us get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? So more inclusion and less jealousy or less like I can't believe he left me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the things that's gonna carry us forward.
God made a way that we can all get through there.
We all gonna get through there. What's the most expensive lesson, you know what I'm saying, life has taught you that had nothing to do with money?
Most important lesson life has taught me has nothing to do with money. It just, I guess we was talking about this not too long ago, where it's like sometimes like you got this gut feeling and you just know you gotta get certain things done. You're like, yo, let me just do this, right? Or I need to appropriate this. I need to agenderize this thing. And then, like, even though you said that to yourself, you didn't do it. You know what I mean? I feel like in those moments, that thing comes back and bites you. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that, not even, and it's not never, but it's not always to do with money. You know what I mean? Whether it's like, yo, I need to go to the doctor. I need to double down on my diligences. I need to get up early and make sure that I'm getting to these places on time and focusing on my punctuality or whatever the things is. I noticed that like when you make that promise to yourself or you set that standard for yourself and then you don't like literally get up and do the thing, sometimes you fall short of what the universe was trying to offer you. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, you might have to say that again for the kids in the back. They ain't hear that.
Yeah.
Say that one more time, especially in the end of the part. You might fall short for what the universe is what?
Trying to offer you.
Trying to offer you. Listen, that's a major lesson, and I'm glad you said that because a lot of people want things but don't understand the dedication you got to put into yourself first.
Right.
And then the discipline you got to put into yourself
every day
first.
Right.
To get where you're gonna get. It's not gonna be an easy process. I mean, it might even start off fun and easy in the beginning.
Right.
And I think that's what some people say, I lost my passion.
Right, because it gets difficult.
It gets difficult.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's when things get difficult, if you put the discipline in, you'll fall back on that. And that'll catapult you to where you want to be. We never choose dreams. Amen. We follow the dreams. If God gave it to you, boom. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to us. Thank you, Flower Child. Vocals by Jamel. She clapped for you. She liked that one a lot. If you had to pick one song,
Peace, Flower Child.
Okay, and one piece of your clothing, you know what I mean, to represent you and make a stranger into a fan or a consumer, what would it be?
And this song has to be out, or is this any song that I have?
I would say one that's out with any song because I started to ask that question too. How many's in the chamber we ain't heard yet?
Jesus. Yeah, that's not fair.
That's not fair. I ain't gonna do it like that. I ain't gonna do you like that.
So if I gotta pick a song, I would roll with Lost and Found. You know what I mean? It's very, very green. It's very early in my catalog, but I feel like, you know, just where I was consciously when I wrote that song, it's again, like in the beginning of every verse, I use the word black, but intentionally because black, by definition, is the absence of life.
Life, yes,
right?
yes.
So it was one of those things where I was trying to challenge myself and really write a song that was purposeful, right? Like, and I was doing like the one we were just talking about, like doing something with that intent, right? And then I got on the Peter Pan bus, yo. I booked the show. Got on the Peter Pan bus, went to Philly, did the show. Like I wound up opening up for Crooked Eye. That's what that was. Won that show. So now I got to go back and do another show. You know what I mean? The second show, Gilly the Kid followed me, like still follows me to this day. You know what I mean? And I won a magazine cover. All off of that song that I put that intent into. Like I was like that, like I wrote the song, like, yo, I'm gonna try, but I still didn't. Like to this day, and that's one of those things where it's like the universe probably, right? Where it's like, I always tell myself like, yo, I gotta step my engineering thing up because I don't hear my vocal the way that was then. Now I'm a little closer with working with people that get my sound the way I wanted to.
Very important.
Because
very
I
important.
do feel like retuning some of those initial works would be great because I feel like, you know, just my growth as an artist plus the intent would actually give that song a bit more gravity now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd say Lost and Found as far as the record, and then as far as the merch, I'm gonna just say the Mentality tee. That was the third T-shirt I put out, but it was one of the first T-shirt concepts I had. Like I didn't even know what I was gonna do with it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't listen. The song didn't exist before the T-shirt concept. Like with that one, like I had the Mamba Mentality idea thing before I had a bar about it. You know what I mean? So like that one was cool for me because it was one of those things where like the creative process was fire. It wasn't like, oh, I heard the beat and I knew the song. It was like, nah, like I thought the idea, saw the graphic, and it was like, yo, this song is gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? So I for that reason, I would say that merch piece. And I do feel like it has the appeal too. It comes with all the appeal. It's not like it's just personal to me. Like I really think that piece is also individually fire.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Alex says, let's go, my boy. Alex said, let's go, my boy. If you were sitting there,
shout out, Alex, let's go.
And I don't want you to be biased when you answer this one either, all right?
Okay.
I want you to really step out of Stray right now, okay? If you were sitting at home and you wasn't Stray, all right, you wasn't you, would you be a fan of your music and tell us why? If you got to hear your music, you wasn't you.
That's what I thought. I would absolutely be a fan.
Tell us why.
I would be enamored. Yeah? Like, are you kidding me?
I don't know. She said, I don't know. He lying? He lying? He fronting? Who you be a fan of? I don't know. They said you fronting back then.
Like, she know I'm not lying. Like, you know what it is? Like, I love a specific era of hip hop. I think more than I love any other eras of hip hop.
What era?
The golden era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I try to sprinkle some of that into my creation, along with the bar work, along with the flow switches, the energy, the whole nine. So I think I'd be a fan. I think I'd definitely be a fan of my work if I wasn't. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fan. Like first in this shit. Like as far as artists today, like even if you're in the indie circuit, I'm pretty sure I know more independent artist records than most independent artists. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I give it up. Like,
and you know what? And that's why I asked that question, because being an artist myself, like, and having kids,
right?
And they hear me playing my joint, they come, if you play this one more time, be like, yo, is that bad? Yeah. I thought I did something this time.
Yeah.
You turn this damn song on one more time. You know what I'm saying? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Behind Enemy Lines every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on IAXISRADIO. We're here with Stray from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Artist, creator, entrepreneur, clothing line, music.
Big subliminal tears.
Big subliminal tears. Everybody's using big now. What's the thing with big now?
You know what? Pause. Subliminal tears. Store.
Thank you. Pause.
Shut up, Wiz. Don't start. This is a safe space. With my man Jadakiss said, a grown man ain't got to say no homo. Okay, listen, you ain't got to say pause. You want to talk about hot dogs, hamburgers? You want to eat a banana? No pause. This is not Harlem. I'm not pausing it right. On Behind Enemy Lines, we get outrageous with it. Give me a foot long, all right? Don't say
this is pausing.
Don't. We want to get back to grown man conversation. I can't help you, all right? If your mind goes somewhere else, right? I don't know what type of time you on. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me.
Pardon this commercial break.
All right, you can say part of that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I like to have conversations, and I hate, you know what I'm saying, when you having a conversation and somebody keeps saying pause every 5 minutes. I forget what I'm saying. It's like, and we came up in the computer. The computer was just getting started. So imagine if you was reading a note or a typewriter, because we had typewriters when we was coming up. A typewriter, every word you had to go pause, pause. You gonna get that 90-pound typewriter broke.
It depends what you're writing.
No, get out of here, Wiz.
I'm just a man who eats my banana, pause, with a fork.
It still was before you cut it. You can't get the wholeness out of it. That's the reality of the situation.
I cut it.
We're not gonna start this. We're not gonna start this because Wiz be looking for stuff like this, all right? He be looking for stuff like this. So if someone listens to your catalog, you know what I'm saying, the entire catalog from beginning to end, what would they learn about Stray that they could never learn through social media? The social media tells everything nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. If you got my Twitter, you might know everything about Stray. Like that's a little different. I think there's a lot of like you said, there's a lot of sneaky balls in there. There's a lot of heightened social consciousness in there. There's a lot of admiration for this thing of ours that's hip hop. You know what I mean? As far as like the diligence, the writing styles. I don't think all of that is prevalent on social media. I think at this point, you know what I mean, with Instagram, the videos, everything being so public, you know what I mean, people get a lot of what you got going on as an artist. So I think all around you can get more into like the meat and potatoes of what's going on. You know what I mean? Just like, you know how like social media is normally the highlights. In my music, there's none of that. There's no holding the punches. You know what I mean? So you're going to get the highlights, the lowlights, the mids, the everything, the feelings and emotions, you know what I mean? But just packaged immaculately.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. The social media is just about the highlights. So once again, tell them where they can find you before we get to our last question of the interview. And then you're going to stick around and we're going to talk about some topics, or you heading out of here?
Nah, I'm here.
That's why I like when men stick around, man.
Subliminal Tears.store and Subliminal Tears.store. And there's also Subliminal Tears.store. Don't forget Subliminal Tears NYC on the gram.
And you can type it in the chat too.
_RAY.
Yeah, type it in the chat too.
Medias.
Yeah, type it in the chat so people know where you get it. Yeah, put it in mine. I don't mind. Yeah, put it in there. Because I don't want no excuses, man. The apparel and the music is too good. Like I said, you know, I ain't want to be biased. When I go to game night and he rap, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to pick him first all the time. I got to tell myself, no, he's already getting the interview. Let me pick somebody else. Like I said, the music, it's my lane. I'm opening up to the newer music. I got younger kids, all right? They got me trying this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm not trying, but when Wiz start rapping, I give it up. I put it down, Wiz. Leave the mic alone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
singing in the shower.
Singing in the shower. If you seen the last show, he had his album. He had his first 2 singles out. Was singing in the shower.
That's my vibe.
So we gonna make it happen.
I can't sing on the track, but I'm Luther Vandross in the shower.
In the shower, yeah. We understood. So if this was your last interview you ever gave, what is one thing you want people to know about Stray?
I love my mama. I love my sons. And I pray for everybody.
Say that again. I felt that. I felt that. Go ahead.
Nah, like that was just a little crazy. He was like, this is the last interview I ever gave. I was like, that's a lot. That's a whole lot.
That's what we doing behind the enemy lines.
I love my sons. I love my baby. And I'm praying for everybody.
That's how we do it.
Right.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't find him here on Behind Enemy Lines, you can see him at Sunday Night Vibes. Look up the links, ladies and gentlemen. Almost every Sunday, all right, they got new grown adult games. Once again, shout out to Ferrari franchise. And this is that's why it's dope to have events like this, because when you get out, you get to meet people that you might not have crossed paths with, and you get to build relationships and bonds. And like I said, I really dig your music. I really dig the clothing. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I know I've been on you hard, like, yo, I need you, but everything is right on time, like it's supposed to be. So shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ism. I know they got like a kickball event going down
on the 19th.
On the 19th, y'all gonna check that out. I can't attend this year. We got track meets to go on and do things. Shout out to my daughter Takaja. Takaja's takes.
Congratulations.
She going to Junior Olympics, I think, soon to compete to try to go to the national level.
Pretty
so
dope,
you know what I'm saying. Continue to keep doing what you're doing. It's a lot of work.
Progress.
And a lot of progress and a lot of work. So before we get into the topic, we're going to show y'all the clothing one more time, but then we won't get into our topic. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And we want to know, okay, who or I's the pappy? Is you happy to be the pappy? And I'm jealous because you got sons. I got all girls, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I got all girls, you know what I mean? So I want one of those little G.I. Joe Elroys, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get one, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have to go with it down. I am the pappy, you know what I'm saying? Have we forgotten the importance of being all right? Is having a father in the home overrated? Do women value fathers as much as they say they do? We going to get into it. Because Oz don't be covering your mouth now. Eyes happy. We gonna start some, all right? Go ahead, Al. We're gonna play the video, then we're gonna get into this topic. Stray is in the building. Make sure you're gonna follow him on Instagram right now. ST_RAY Stray. All right. Go and follow him right now. Get on this apparel and this music, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss this.
You sick for this one. This one.
They concealing it, that's really truth, and they come to the light, but it's gradually smoke like a spliff in the dark. They mention me popping like agony, rapping but speaking it factually, deep in teaching, employing the faculty, moving through struggle, surviving that agony, serving like 5 minutes, I'm with it and winning, cause simply that's the mentality here. On mission, no switching the plane for them stitches, cause that's the mentality here. Ambition and vision with no part to piston, that's the mentality here. No border to run, it's only due time, cause that's the mentality here. If I'm in it, I'm with it and winning, cause simply that's the mentality here. On mission, no switching the plane for them stitches, cause that's the mentality here. Ambition and vision with no part to piston, yeah, that's the mentality here. No border to run, just all due time, yeah, that's the mentality here. Know the mentality, we up the salary, claiming they artists, but they don't drop galleries. Move, they compounding like we burning calories, playing the circuit, but they couldn't stack with me. Some ain't believing what's out, spewing blasphemy, claiming this level was repping and casually hating. They hard, they concealing it, actually truth, and they come to the light, but it's gradually smoke like a spliff in the dark. They mention me popping like agony, rapping but speaking it factually, deep in and teaching, employing.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up. Yeah, I'm on my New York, hat to the back on my New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York, Timbs with the shorts on my New York. I'm on my New York, riding on the train on my New York, burning in the club on my New York, raising my mouth on my New York.
Yeah, I'm on my New York. Got the world following the New York script. Hustle with Timbs and hoodies on my New York flip. Rubber band stack money with my New York click. Yeah, I'm on my New York. I rep the Giants, Jets, New York Knicks. Tailor-made clothing with my New York stitch. My chick banging, don't you see my New York? Yeah, I'm on my New York. You know we deserve the props we get. Riding up in the range, I'm in my New York whip. International chicks on my New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York. See how I kill it with my New York spit. Thanks to the boroughs, now I'm New York rich. The way I flood, I'm thorough with my New York hits.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Kid Capri on my New York. Come on, DJ Red Alert on my New York. Bounce from Master Flex on my New York. I'm on my New York. B.I.G. on my New York. Big Pun on my New York. Jam Master J on my New York.
BBD's in direct. Stand on the corners, guard bill on 5% lessons. Got nickel crack hand to hand. On the hustle rebelling, while the D's calculating who's selling. Sell drugs right in front of the deli. Poncho know what we doing, and while we bubble in the corner, we brewing. Introduce you to the new walk and the new talk. That's how we do when we in New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Every hood love me for my New York skill. I get a lot of money on that New York strip. Gully rock a scully with a New York fit. Yeah, I'm on my New York. Run up in the tunnel, catch a New York flick. ODB reppin' New York sick. You want the truth? Take a New York trip.
If you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, hands up right now. Get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up.
Yeah. I think it's about time for y'all to give New York this back. Y'all know where the crown belongs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Behind Enemy Lines podcast, a podcast where we talk about relationships for the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. And it's time for us to get into some stuff, okay? Once again, happy Father's Day, celebrating the fathers, you know what I mean? And we want to understand where we're going wrong. You know what I mean? As the pappy, okay, is having a father in the home overrated? And I want y'all to answer that in the chat. And we're going to go from WIZZ, and then we'll answer on our side. And we got a couple more questions. And if you think it is, okay, we're going to build a small beginner kit. Can I say that? A beginner kit of why it's important. Okay, because the statistics state that a father in the household makes a difference. But it also states that a father that is just present isn't enough.
Right.
Hear that, okay? A father in the household is important, but if you're just present, that's not enough. So if you're just hanging around, all right, you ain't gonna get the same Father's Day gift as I get. All right, Wiz, I'm tired of this, Wiz. You know what I'm saying? And like Wiz had to bring up when it came to the wild card, we're gonna have the wild card in between this, okay? Holidays versus Father's Day. Wiz, how you feel about that? Do you feel like Father's Day gets overlooked still and it's not like feeling like a holiday? What's going on, Wiz?
Yo, we're not even in top 5.
I don't even think
like
top 10.
20. Columbus Day is ahead of us.
Oh.
Straight, what we gotta do to crack the top 10, man?
Start over.
To start over.
How are we gonna start over now?
Start over.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen in the comments, do we gotta start over for our holiday to get raised up a little more? What you said? What you said? Wiz? What? I can't see that too much. Use Wiz. That's why they keep losing you. Oh, is that what we see, Wiz? That's why they keep losing you. He's trying to put further up on the totem pole. I mean, I know we don't mind being the foundation. You know what I'm saying? And the foundation is very important. You know what I mean? To everything that we do. But I the pappy, you know what I'm saying? And when we laugh about it, you know what I'm saying? When we think about the movie, when they said that, when everybody wanted to be the father of the baby, we was trying to save the black guy. But, you know, I remember I was a young teen parent. And when I became a father, a switch turned on in me. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing else mattered but being a better father than I had displayed in my household because it wasn't my father, and being a better father than my father not being there at all. And that kind of became my mission, my purpose. You know what I'm saying? My guiding star. So when I see certain people and they're like, well, I'm a father, but it don't matter. Are we saying that it's overrated? Is it overrated, Wiz? Is it overrated, people in the comments? I want to know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sure if I've ever seen somebody say I'm a father and it don't matter. Where did you?
I've had, and I've let. I'm not gonna say I believe they let outside forces make them not want to fight no more to be that father that they could be. So whether it's been child support issues, baby mama drama, listening to your friend, you got a girl now, so your girl don't want you to be over there because she think every time you over there with your kids, you sliding backsliding. Right. So I believe some of the outside factors have turned some people away. Like, you know what? They'll catch up to me when they get grown. That's how certain dudes are looking at it. I'm keeping it 100. Certain guys are going at it like that. Go ahead, you can talk. Let it out.
Nah, this is a tough one for me. This is a tough topic for me. I don't know. I feel like there is that. There's the people that's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter what's that. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's the dudes that are just the hanging around. Like you said, like they might just be hanging around, but they're there. At least they're there. You know what I'm saying? Then there is all the A1s. Like, so you have a great example of that. You know what I mean? My brother Junes is a great example of that. Like just, and I'm not saying like everyone else isn't A1. What I'm saying is that like even the fathers salute certain fathers. Like, my boy, you are like, you know what I mean? Like we just said that sometimes you're inspired by things and you gotta say that. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's that group too. And then there's another group of fathers out there too, yo. I know a couple of them, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know. I'm never gonna not fight, but certain fights I'm not going to have. I don't think it's worth it, right? So the fighting for what's already ordained part seems counterproductive.
It does.
You know what I mean? So if my energy is gonna be in the fight, it might not look like what you want it to look like because it's a fight. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to win. You know what I mean? So sometimes as a father, I feel like that is the bothersome part. You know what I mean? Because us being the foundation, us being the one that has to deal with the sorting of the emotions and putting them to the side to still get to the end goal.
Yes.
Sometimes some of the fathers wind up in a paradox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm not in the fight, but I'm not gonna fight with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? So that's all. I don't want to say too much. Get everybody all riled up.
Nah, speak it.
Let's speak it, because it's someone, and that's why I like podcasting. You know what I mean? And there was a young lady at one point when she found out I had a podcast. She said, "I don't think any man should have a podcast talking, especially when it comes about." And I was like, "Oh wow!" And that young lady became one of my best friends. She was like, "You know what? I was wrong about you." You know what I'm saying? Because this is why we're behind enemy lines. There's people that want to say that, but they're afraid to sit in this seat. Okay. And they don't want to give me the information. So a lot of times I'm bringing a lot of different people's things that I've heard and now bringing it to the forefront, because us men need to know from other men, this, you're not on the front line by yourself.
Right.
I'm going through that problem. Oh, that's how you handle that? I might not be around the right people no more to give me that. And now I might find it here because Stray wasn't afraid to say that, or WIZZ wasn't afraid to share that, or Al was able to bring X, Y, Z. And that's why we need to have these uncomfortable conversations, because sometimes we act out just because there's no one in our circle to be like, yo, you know what? Nah, you could be in the fight, but you don't got to fight like that.
Right.
Saying that alone is a lot. It's a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not going to disrupt my energy. The women say they're not going to bother their peace.
Yeah.
So now, WIZZ, we got a new line. We not disturbing our energy. Yeah. We can get the women back y'all peace. Y'all got to have y'all peace.
I like that.
I like that. We be coining that, all right? It's for men.
And also, don't just fall in line. Get behind enemy lines.
Yes. Say it again. So all the men know from now on, we living the peace back to the ladies. All right, we got our own joint. We're not disturbing our what?
No. I was basically saying that, like I'm in the fight. I'm just not gonna fight with you. Yeah, that was how I put it.
Oh yeah, no, we like
the same thing.
No, but then you end it. No, you end it with we still in this part. We're not gonna disturb our energy.
Okay,
we still in that. We're not disturbing our energy, baby.
Right.
Al, can you read that?
Yeah. It's beautiful, nurturing, supportive, loving. My dad is my teacher, friend, and idol since I was a kid till this day. It brings me to tears to feel the tremendous spiritual connection from my dad. Great dads are needed. And that's from Vocals by Jamel.
Yeah, that's from Vocals by Jamel. Wow. And that's why I said, you know, I don't want to just say Happy Father's Day today. You know what I mean? I want to go a little deeper. You know what I mean? Just like you said, I've said it plenty of times. Another thing that I heard people getting in they panties in a bunch now, especially guys, and I want to see how y'all feel about this too. This is kind of a sidebar conversation. How would you feel if your male friend called you and said happy birthday and knew your birthday?
My friends hit me up.
All right.
Shout out to them, yo.
Yeah, my friends hit me up, right? Because I saw these guys.
Well, shout out to the ones that hit me up. I always appreciate that.
I always appreciate
I don't want to say my friends. Like I got a million friends.
Yeah.
The people that hit me up, it really is like, yo, on the check-in, I really, those are the, that's the you know what I mean? I love that. Team, I love that.
Because it was these guys, and they had a little thing going on social media, and first thing was like, yo, you can't bring your man a birthday cake, and then you shouldn't even know your man's birthday. What? Like,
fire for that.
All right, maybe the cake thing, but I still wouldn't take it. No, if WIZZ brought me a cake, I brought WIZZ a cake for his birthday. Yes, that's me showing appreciation.
Nah, for sure.
And I think real men. That's
I'm just
why
saying, if it's a party though, gotta be like, all right, we going to the party or to dinner.
No,
I'm not just yo. I'm pulling up to the crib, bro.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I give you flowers every day.
I'm bringing it. And I want you to make your wish. And I want to see you make your wish. And I want to be proud that your wish may come true. We gotta
fire for that.
Man, I want no fire.
But gay. Men have to acknowledge men. Like, I tell you, I love you because you're my brother.
Yeah, bro, I'm playing.
They was going hard.
I tell Al I love him.
He was getting his hair braided. And shout out to the dude. We're not trying to steal your content. We create content, but I just thought it went in the same realm. Like, telling fathers that they're a good father, telling the father that I see you, telling your brother when you need to pick him up. Don't wait until we down. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like here though, like the focus is Father's Day, but this is about to be Father's Day in New York, and I just want to be clear, like New York just isn't that though. We don't have that as much as we did at one point in time. Like I heard somebody say this the other day. Just shout out to you for just saying that now. Like we're not stealing content because I heard somebody say it online. It's like since the Knicks have been on this stretch, there has been so much more camaraderie in the town. You know what I mean?
Gangbanging going on.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's a little bit more, you good? You know what I mean? It don't even got to be about nothing. Like I don't even know that person. They might just have a Nick hat on, walking down the block, and then you see that kind just I'm saying New York just needs to have that more that camaraderie in general.
That whole energy.
Just interpersonally in general.
Because I get mad, right? I work in Connecticut, but I live in New York, right? When I go to Connecticut, as soon as I touch that, hello, good morning, how you doing?
Right.
When I say hello, yo, and then it's like 10 steps away, a brother will look at you. 10 steps away.
Yeah,
by the time he gets 5 steps, the walk in the grill gets harder. By the time it's the second step, it's like, yo, dogs, I don't even know you. Hello, good morning. I said good morning, and he still looked at me like, fuck your good morning. What?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What? All I said was, good morning.
You know what, Gay? Hey, Gay.
Yes, go ahead.
You know what? In our community, and it's sad that I have to say that there's been a disconnect for a long time. And the disconnect is we don't see each other in the same playing field. Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. We're all men. We all go through a lot of the same things. And we don't get the support from one another the way women support each other. You know what I mean? They could talk about each other, call them the B word, but let something go down with them, they there to stick by their girl.
Like
you know what I mean?
Straight
but
like
we as
that.
men, we want to hold the whole world on our back, and then we find a quiet corner where nobody could see us, and then we let the tears fall, not realizing there's another brother on the other side doing the same thing. So we got to learn to lift each other up. They say iron sharpens iron. So let's be that iron.
And I think to take it to another level, we got to want to do that. And that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So when I reach out to my brother and say happy Father's Day to all the fathers, I really mean that. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't really been being a good father now, you know, I don't mean you. And I was gonna go to an event the other day, right? And I don't like this either. I gotta say what I say how I feel. I'm gonna say some things straight. I'm gonna say some things. You might catch it straight. I'm gonna say some things.
Yeah.
Stop making the Father's Day event and then turning it into everybody's invited.
Oh my God.
Stop it, man. I don't care if there's only 2 fathers that show up. You let us 2 fathers be there, okay? And I don't take mothers for Mother's Day. I'm not saying that I'm not a good father and I'm feeling for, you know, my significant other when I have to. I haven't done motherly duties. But on Mother's Day, I'm not trying to wear the sash. I'm not trying to get it. Let me get my time straight.
So you just want in the room with a bag of man.
Yes.
I like that. But Gay, but you gotta understand, Gay.
We gotta be able to do this, fellas. We don't always need a. Besides
on Mother's Day, you go out to the brunch with her. You go to.
I want to have a Father's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day always have a Mother's Day. But
Gay, come on Mother's Day because she pay for it. Because now I gotta pay for it too. See, that's the thing. They go, they don't pay. You gotta pay still. We getting robbed.
I agree with that part.
We getting robbed.
I agree with that.
So I
gotta say it like this.
I'll get back.
I'll get back.
Right.
We gotta get even here, guys.
Facts.
Listen, I ain't even seen the last 2 years. I was seeing commercials. I ain't seen no commercials this year. So I'm going back to getting socks this year. You know you're getting socks already, right?
Yeah.
Socks and ties, man.
Socks and ties. We going back, fellas.
Right.
And cheap cologne.
They moving the goalposts on us again. We gotta keep focused.
At least throw some wife beaters in there. We appreciate them.
No. Forget that. I want the jeans. I want the sweatpants. I want everything to come with the wife beater.
Yeah.
What? I'm asking for too much?
Nah, not at all.
I'm asking for too much. So, straight, is out of pappy, you know what I'm saying? Is being a father or having them in a household overrated?
Never.
Wiz, is it overrated?
Never.
I wouldn't say it's overrated. It's just that some people, like you said, some men stop being fathers because of the mother or the family push them away. But you got to fight. I'm saying you can't be in the household and just be the bones, skeleton. You got to
I think
Be
y'all
the man.
comment in a minute. I think y'all gonna. Some men let their egos get them. That's why they always against each other. Is it just our egos?
What do you mean?
Well, that's what the lady just said. That it's our egos. So this is why we can't have Father Day events. Maybe this is why we only get socks and ties. This is why they go to the brunch and make us pay because our egos. Is it our egos?
That has nothing to do with ego.
I'm asking. That's what was put up there.
I'm low.
Nah.
It has nothing to do with ego.
Maybe my ego to the side makes me say maybe. Maybe it's our ego. We can try to work at it.
Miss, you're gonna have to put in there what you mean by egos and men, because I, the pappy, all right, I deserve to have an ego. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought about the Lion King, right? When he was lost and he couldn't find himself, right? And Rafiki hit him in the head, boom, and he said, "Your father is still here." You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Go to the water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what happened? That image and the cloud comes in. He says, "Remember who you are." You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't think being a father is overrated. I think it's so important. And we as the fathers and the guys like you that have sons, you know what I'm saying? If you can, especially in those early ages, you know what I'm saying? Because once it gets teenager, it's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? And even when you see, what happened with the guy on the bus, you know what I'm saying, getting shot, you look at the Fulio situation, and one young man had almost every reason not to be in that situation.
Right.
Where are we falling short? We are the men. You know what I'm saying? Because before, like I said, when we was getting in trouble, it was because we had that absent. And I'm talking for me right now, okay? Just gatekeeper right now, all right? It's not the words of IAXISRADIO,
Straight, a lot of us.
or WIZZ.
It's
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take the onus right now.
Me too.
I'm going to take the onus
We in the
right
same
now.
boat.
All right, I'm going to take the onus right now. My friends that had their fathers in their life, you know what I'm saying? If their father was a chef, they wanted to be a chef. If their father was a cop, and I'm not just saying that they fully went and did that. You know what I'm saying? They probably changed their career going on down the line. But what I am saying is that they had a role model.
Right.
They had a target. They had somebody that they was proud to, you know what I'm saying, follow in those footsteps.
It's so crazy because I feel like I'm jaded. You know what I mean? I'm jaded a little bit because, like, when I think about my immediate friend group growing up here, and I don't want to name any names.
Yeah, no names.
Some of them was even in the chat today. 2 of us had fathers, and both fathers died before we was out of our teens. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm talking about a collective of like 10 people. But what you're saying now is it is a lot different where like the male responsible for having that child might be more present than times in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I feel like the male from the past might have been more ready to deal with the responsibility of having the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like even we might have had people that were less present. You know what I'm saying? But in those moments when they were present, the gravity of those moments, the things that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I like that.
Even with the parents that were present, it was different. Like I came up in an era where whoever was in the house might not be back in the house till before you got to go to bed.
I agree.
You waking up, you barely see, because that's just how the work cycle is, kind of thing. And that's a part of parenting. But when you're talking about being present, like that intent, that will, and how you show up and the constants of you showing up, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just shout out to everybody, man. Father's Days is ours right now, so it's peace on that. But don't let nobody judge you for how you move. As long as you got it in your heart that you step in for what just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Go ahead, Wiz. You got something to add to that? Al, when you get a chance, we'll read that comment. It's a long one. Go ahead, Wiz.
I always say I got my father's hustle and my mother's love. My father taught me about work history, how to be a man. I'm saying the structure. And I was blessed. I was blessed to have that village. Like if my father wasn't there physically, to be there physically, I had people who looked out for me.
Right.
Like my uncles.
Right.
My father's friends. So it's this a structure. I think as far as fathers being lost in home is this, that they're not active, they're there, but they're not active in their kids' life, like being supportive with this kids. Kids, you gotta remember, kids love to be supportive of everything you do. Like Gatekeeper, he's always there to Kaiser with her racing. It's just that makes a whole lot. Being supportive of their dreams. Giving them the courage and structure. That's what a father is, giving them the structure, pushing them. So that's investing in life. Because when you grow up, I'm gonna say this. I did that to my oldest son, and then he turned around. He gave me my flowers on my 50th birthday. He flew me out to go see the Dallas Cowboys play.
Oh,
now, mind you, he's a Ravens fan.
That was a mistake.
Those are flowers?
I thought those were rocks. You was doing good to that point.
like my youngest one doing music. None of my kids did music, but my youngest one. So I that's why I said the structure is like very important. You see stuff that just might skip others, but it skips. It comes to the other one. Like my daughters, they grind. They get their father's grind. I'm saying, so it's just a structure. It's just all about hustling and just being supportive and just being there. Because a lot of fathers, they just there. Probably because of physical reasons, because the mother is like this, but they don't have no bond with the child. You have to bond with your kids. Have to have conversations and all that. I always say that I have 8 kids. Physically, 5 I made, 3 are my bonus. 1 pass, but it's just the structure behind that.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'll you can read that comment, then we'll go into it. Eyes the Pappy, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about on Behind the Enemy Lines. Father
you make
overrated.
Walking in the street and being looked at a certain way. They feel like if you're not in the same league as them, they're not better than you. Even if you came from the same community, people forget where they come from.
How you feel about that one, Stray?
I mean, a lot of people do forget where they come from. You know what I mean? Like you said, sometimes ego. You know what I mean? Sometimes that shell shock of just coming into some money, just coming into some new life experiences. Sometimes people get caught up in that. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that unfortunately we got to deal with on the daily.
And see, I like the other side of that too, because some people want to forget where they come from. Because that trauma and that pain, you know what I'm saying, when you don't have and you finally have an opportunity to do and get out or become something that you never thought you were going to become. And like I said, and this is how this goes back into being, a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have struggled as a kid. And like I said, when we came up, we knew what type of time it was. You know what I'm saying? I was the oldest of 11. So certain lessons I had to learn and I had to know, point blank period. Right. I knew how to change the diaper before I could write in script. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So certain lessons stay with you. Right. Now, I'm keeping it 100. And even with my kids now, being there for them is the thing that makes me most complete.
Right.
They almost have a 30-year-old, they almost have a 27-year-old, sometimes you're not needed, right?
Right.
Which is a good thing. But then sometimes you just want them to know that when you do need, I'm still not going to drop you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You had, when we was coming up in our era, by the time you was 18, it was like, yo, go figure it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want you to figure it out, but I also want you to know you have a safety net, you know what I mean? To help you get back on your feet. Not to cripple you, but get you back on your feet so you can continue to do what you need to do in life.
Beautiful thing.
So when you have that missing link as a father, you know what I'm saying? Or as a kid that turns into a father, that hole is very detrimental.
Nah, for sure.
To a man.
For sure.
And the women that you getting with in that time, they don't understand that hole. And that's why this conversation is so important. So if you don't have a good role model and then you didn't have a father,
right?
How many years and lessons is going to take before you really know what you're doing? You know what I mean? And that might fall into some of the guys that was in our circle that they hit that resistance.
Right.
And they forgot they was a salmon. You can swim upstream, brother.
Sometimes it be real, man. It be real, man. It be real.
You know what I'm saying, Wiz? You know what I'm saying, Al? It really is. So don't think that no matter what people say about you, it really don't matter. That's how I like you answer that question earlier. I don't really know what people think about me. That stunted my career a lot because I always wonder, was it hot enough? Was it, instead of finally getting to myself, like, nah, I like it. I don't care who like it. I like it.
Right.
Being a father is the same way. Being present is 80%. G.I. Joe, you know what I'm saying? 80% of the battle is just being there. Now, the other part is you got to know what you're doing and actually doing it. What you said all day, the key word, Stray been saying all day, intentional.
Right.
All right. Being a father, you got to be an intentional father.
Right.
Especially when you got sons. All right. And black is a word too that I try to stop using too because it just means the absence of light.
Right.
So I heard that before, so I stopped calling myself black because I know I got light and life.
I mean, that's one of the definitions.
Yeah, that's one of the definitions. Yeah. I've been working on that too. So it's just crazy some of the stuff you brought up. So when I go back and watch the show, I'm like, damn, we on to something. But being a father has to be important to you first. Amen. And these are some of the reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, do women value fathers as much as they say they do? Y'all can put it in the chat whether y'all think it's just talk or, is it the younger generation that is, hooked up by the system that feel they don't need us? Tell us what y'all think about it. But presence isn't enough. Okay, just being a father in the home doesn't mean parenting. That's why if you're just there, that's only 80%. If you're there, but you fall asleep because you're high and the kid burnt down the house. Hello? Y'all know we used to have some of that going on back in the day.
I was going through that. I went through that personally. Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't know that, ladies and gentlemen. I was just using that.
I went through that personally. Not the kid did not burn down the house. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. I'm a grinder. I'm a 2-job maintaining. Like you said, once I had a kid, something switched. And something just clicked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I always pretty much maintained 2 gigs. People knew that about me. Mm-hmm. But I used to work overnight and during the day. Yeah, so it was difficult for me to sleep during the day. Mm-hmm. So I used to smoke. You know what I mean? Now, I still smoke. Let's just get me clear. But unfortunately, you know what I mean? My son's mom has a very big gripe with smoking, and rightfully so, because their family had a lot of traumatic experiences surrounding smoke and things of that nature. So it kind of became like this thing. It was like, well, you need to stop doing that. And it's like, yo, this is a part of my process. Like nothing about this is a good thing. You know what I mean? And then my mom is on that thing too. And it's like, yo, bro, like, this don't got nothing to do with me being a father, bro. This don't have nothing. We're not even talking about talk about like moving the goalposts. It's like, what are we talking about? Mm-hmm. We're not talking about maintaining the job. We're not talking about sensibility. We're not talking. What are we talking about? What about me smoking this spliff to take my black ass to sleep is making me a bad person, a bad father, more criminalized? Like, what about it? You know what I mean? Besides the fact that you don't like it. And you can't control what happens next. Like, you know what I'm saying? So certain things, as I said, man, it's a fight. And it's like, I just don't want to fight with you. Like, it's like you want to fight because you don't like something and you would like for it to change. And it's like, we can fight at making a change, you know what I mean? But we still don't have to fight each other.
Al, you got somebody to read? Because number 2 is, for me, some fathers provide financially, but are never mentors. Mentoring is very important, and it's something that I learned a couple years ago. Mentoring don't just start and end with like junior high school and high school. It's a lifelong process.
Right.
You can have mentors in everything that you do, and when you're a man, you got a son or daughter, don't be afraid to be a mentor as well.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're in a household, set some boundaries, some mentoring boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to do that. Some fathers are physically present but emotionally absent. See, that's that hole I was talking about earlier. All right. So sometimes your kid is missing out because you didn't look in the mirror and deal with the reflection. All right. Some of the problem that we having with not getting our full package on Father's Day, and I'm talking about everything: diamonds, gold. You want a Rolls Royce? You need one. Rolexes. Yeah. See, we got to start getting that type of stuff. And the best way to do that is to deal with whatever you got to deal with in the mirror. And it's going to take a process. Deal with it so you're not passing that down to the young ones. Amen. All right. A bad example can be worse than no example at all. You know,
Jesus.
I'm not talking about you. I didn't mean that.
Nah, that was tough.
It was just in my notes. All right. It was just in my notes.
That one was tough.
So being a father, whether you stepfather or father, and if you're a stepfather, you only get the step if you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're just sitting there and doing like Snoop said, kicking down little man's fort and drinking his high C juices, that don't count. All right. If you want to be looked at as a father and be remembered, all right, you got to put in the work. All right. Be a good example. All right. And I had this problem literally happen to me. You know, when some of my friends stopped coming to my house because certain things you couldn't do in front of the kids. It's just what it is. You got to go you got to go downstairs. You're not going to do it in front of the kids. Later on, 50 years later, my kids might say you're a hypocrite. Dad, I thought you never drank, but now I understand that bottle used to hide was some Ray and nephew.
Yeah.
All right, some Ray and nephew. All right. You ain't gonna see me do it, but I understand now why they had that. Do as I say, don't do as I do.
Right.
But if you're going to be a parent, you got to realize kids are going to repeat what they see before they do what they hear. Just think about that. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Behind the Enemy Lines podcast. We talk about relations from the male's point of view, live with STRAY. If you want to find out what he got going on, you can add your questions in the comments right now. We're about to switch gears in a second and go to Chucky's Cut. All right, we got Jolisa. Okay, she's going to be in the building with her new song. You're going to love it. If you don't, we got to argue about it, right? Right here, live and direct. Right? We got to argue.
The early Father's Day gift?
Yeah, I got the early Father's Day gift. You know what I'm saying? I like this one. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I got the 6-pack of Hanes.
Oh, you got the 6-pack? I don't want no stinking Hanes. No. I ain't selling for that this year.
Yeah, I got to get at least Fenty.
And we're putting together the guide, okay? The Father's Day guide, okay? Why it's important for fathers to still be involved in the household, to be involved in the family, and the expectations. Al said we don't have expectations, but I'm going to give you some expectations today that you should hold for yourself. All right, so I'm not saying have the expectation for somebody else, but have the expectations for yourself to be a proper representation, role model, leader, all right, for your son, especially if you got boys, right? Because we got to save our sons. Go ahead, Al.
Not to cut your wisdom, but to make that more, a little more valuable, anticipation is the word you should be using.
Yes, anticipation.
Because in anticipation, man, it brings joy when that thing is met, okay? And your child can see that when they anticipate things, they know that there's truth in that. Expectations have too many emotions tied to it. That's why expectation is not a good word to use. And when we deal in emotion, we make a lot of bad mistakes.
Amen.
I agree with that. All right. I'm still working. All right. I'm still growing. I'm still working. All right. Anticipation. Gatekeeper says expectation. I'm watching you. I'm watching these sons of suckers. I'm watching. All right. So we're going to get to Chucky's Cut in a minute. But those are the don'ts. All right. So being present is important, but it's not enough. All right. So for the side that is, a father's presence matter. Okay. Fathers provide discipline. All right. We got to be the bad guy sometimes, but the bad guy is what's needed, all right? It's all right. It's going to work out later on in the road, all right? Give the discipline, all right? If we don't give it to them, the good old NYPD will. Am I lying straight?
Nah.
Somebody going to give some discipline, right?
They're not going to discipline mine.
We got to do the job so they don't discipline them, right? A father provides structure. Give them that structure, right? So when they can build off of discipline and structure, it can make them whole. You know what I'm saying, right? A father provides accountability, all right? Just like Al just said a minute ago, all right? We're going to use that word, accountability, all right? Statistics show involved fathers improve the outcomes greatly when we are doing the right things, when we are there, all right? Don't just be there like a fly on the wall. Be involved, all right? Make sure that you're giving your best, all right? So we're going to move on to Chucky's Cut right now. Like I said, that's a small starter kit to make you understand that fathers are important. You are important as a father.
Amen.
You are valued, all right? And you got to step into your value. Can we say that?
That sounds
Can we say that, Wiz? Can we say that, Al?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can we say that straight?
Yes, sir.
Step into your value, all right? Yes, I know it can be tiresome, all right? Everything is not going to be okay every day, all right? But lean on your good brothers that you got beside you that can pull you up. That's why your circle got to be important as well. So have a good circle, all right? If you got that one friend that's just like, fuck it, blow it up every time you come around.
Right.
You need one friend out of negotiator, right? So we gonna go to Chucky's Cut. And Chucky's Cut is our artist independent segment where we play MP3s, music, spoken word, whatever the case may be. All right, for you to vote, you can go to crowd.live, okay? And the code is Z as in zebra, S as in Chanel. Oh, no, well, you got C for
Wait, hold on.
Change that. S. S as in Q as in quote, X as in Xavier, E as in elephant, and you can vote on crowd.live, or you can stay right here and vote in the chat, okay? 1 for keep, 2 for kill, and we're going to see what's going on. We got Jolisa Chanel in the building, and the name of the song is Don't Call Me, all right? Live on Behind Enemy Lines. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey stranger, who's this? Someone you don't talk to no more, that's obvious. Don't know where we went wrong, but I miss you, should I know? I'm big, so thank you for staying away this long. Can I see you? No. Can I call or FaceTime you? Texting you is easy. If I see you, I'm a break. Can't even take your calls, cause that's all it's gonna take. Whatever you do, just don't call me. Call me. Please don't call me. Call me. Please don't call me. Please don't call me. Don't wanna ask for anything, not for a kiss or a wedding ring. If I'm not what you want, then why won't you just leave me alone? Please stay off my phone. I was okay until you hit me up, but now I'm back to feeling like I'm kinda stuck. Your voice, it makes me know it's something I can't do. We don't need to it's time down with you. Know just how to give me, but this time I'm not gonna fall. I know I'll be okay as long as you don't call me. Please don't call me. 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 Please don't call me. Please don't call me. Songs about niggas I hate, just a reminder of all my mistakes. How you away, you still getting played. Love shouldn't feel this way. Don't care about the sex. Don't worry about who's next. Don't wanna call and say, don't call me. Please don't call me. Call me. Please don't call me. Call me. Please don't call me. Call me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live on Behind Enemy Lines every other Saturday. Listen, this is everybody's favorite podcast, right? So you need to help share the word and let people know what we got going on IAXIS Radio every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Listen, I'm here with Stray, BX. We in the building, all right? Making it happen. Great music, great clothing. If you don't believe me, go to his website. And I'll argue with you about it. I ain't got no problem doing it. I seen it.
You told him?
I told him. It's in the chat too.
Hashtag BPRC. That's Backpack Rap Culture. At checkout, subliminaltears.store. Get you extra little discount.
Oh, look at this. That's the song your man for your man to break up with him when you don't want to do it in person. Hey, long as you got something out of it, you got something out of it.
Yo, Gay.
I really like the song.
Gay.
Go ahead, Wiz.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna be on that remix when the Cowboys win. I'm gonna tell you, don't call me.
Oh, look at this guy trying to claim the song already. That's week 1. Don't worry about. I can't wait until week 1. I can't wait until week 1.
September 13th.
September 13th. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things lined up. Yeah. Again, right around your birthday. Again. So we're gonna know what it is. But the clothing line, the music is up. Like I said, go and check them out. Sunday Night Vibes. You know what I'm saying? Pop out on the links. Y'all might run into people that you might never have thought you would have met, but it really, I'm glad to be in your presence. Like I said, I look forward to growing the relationship and becoming like real, genuine friends. You know what I'm saying? We both from the Bronx. We both got a lot of things in common. I like where you're going. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day. Keep fighting the good fight, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we need more people to say that. I'm going to bring the birthday cake. I ain't going to blow out the candles, but I'm going to bring the birthday cake. All right? I'm telling you that right now. Crazy, I'm bringing the birthday cake. You know what I'm saying? Today our conversation was about, is a father still important? I's the pappy. You know what I'm saying? When you go in there and you get that blessing of being a father, take it serious. Don't take it light. It's a little you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna always be you. It's gonna be its own. You know what I'm saying? At some point, but you get to leave gems in them. That's your legacy.
No, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's nothing like seeing your kids when they displaying a gem that you gave them. You know what I mean? And I could say I was able to experience that with all 3 of my kids, from my oldest down to my youngest. At some point, they used a gem where I thought they wasn't even paying attention to me.
Right.
And it's helping them in their friend circle, in their life. Right. And it makes me smile the way I'm smiling right now. So we talked about it. I's the pappy. Take pride in that. You know what I'm saying? Have men forgotten their importance in being a father? If you have, rewatch this show and share it. We're telling you that there is an importance, and make sure you start stepping into that. Is being a father overrated? Hell no, it's not. It's very important. Yin and the yang, you know what I'm saying? Balance, male and female, however you want to put it, but it's 2 sides. Can we say that?
Definitely.
Sun, moon, there's always 2 sides. You know what I'm saying? Dry, wet, however you want to take it. You know what I mean? It's 2 sides. And the child needs both of them, okay? How is some men growing up without fathers becoming successful while men that have their fathers, you know what I'm saying, in their lives every day is somewhat leaning lost? And one of the things I have for that is because, let me make sure I get it right, because I want to say it perfectly right. Like, at some point, I said it like this, especially when you have sons, right? The prince will want to be the king.
Right.
But remember, you don't have to take my castle, you get your own.
Right.
True stuff? True stuff. And that's how I say it. So sometimes those men start to resent you as a father. Those boys start to resent you. Find out before the resentment gets there. Connect.
Right.
Leave something, because they're gonna need it. And like Stray said a minute ago, we don't want the 4-7 or the police to do it. We don't want someone else from down the block. Like we said earlier, there's a village. You know what I mean? That village is still there. We as men got to step back into the light. Can we say that, Al? We got to step back into the light and realize that Tim's ain't only for when the Knicks are winning. All right. When
what that mean?
Because they only want to kick in the windows, you know what I'm saying? As a man, strap up your boots all seasons long.
Okay, I get you. As a man, I'm going to strap up my Air Force Ones. Though.
Okay, I like the Air Force Ones too. I like those. We can do those too. As long as you strapping them up. Hey, them all whites, you might not want to get money though.
Nah, I'm going to get an all black pair.
Oh, you got to get all. So you got to have one side white, one side black. In and out. You know? Don't let those kids get into resentment. Catch them early, all right? Keep them busy. So before I give my takeaway, I'm going to let each one of you guys give a takeaway. Once again, happy Father's Day. Al has a song for us to go out on, too, for Father's Day. And don't forget, discipline, structure, accountability. That's what us fathers are there to do. All right, Al, we want to start with you. You the senior.
Well, all I can say is that we as men, we have the light. We just need to turn on the switch and let it shine through. Stop letting people tell us what we're not as men, okay, and be the fathers that we know we can be. And those who haven't had a training ground for it, there's big brothers out there that you can go to and sit before and just usurp and absorb all that you can so that you could be a better father to your children. Make the sacrifice.
WIZZ?
Be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Be the structure.
Stray?
All fathers, but mainly minority and fathers in the inner city. Don't even have to be minority, but it's coming from a certain place. Like, expect that it's hard for all fathers. You know what I mean? But I think, like, generations ago, it wasn't lost on us specifically that's coming out of this struggle that it was going to be harder for us. You know what I mean? And I feel like somewhere along that journey, or somewhere in the middle of the fight, somewhere around seventh round, eighth round, some people start looking at the bell. They start waiting for that ding 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 because they tired of the fight. You know what I mean? You just got to understand that's going to be a little bit harder for us, but who's in your corner. All the time that you spent training for the fight. We just got to keep on fighting. It's one foot in front of the other. We got this, y'all.
I will say this, and once again, I appreciate all of y'all. It's important. It's very important. Don't think that your kids don't want you in their lives. And there's certain things that they might not understand. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Every visit, every conversation matters. I never got to have that conversation with my pops, you know what I'm saying? Because he wound up dying before we can even get eye to eye, you know what I'm saying, to agree on where even to meet. You know what I mean? So every time, my kids might not like it, but every chance I get to say I love you, even if it's a text, every chance I get to say, hey, I'm mad you walked by, I didn't say you was leaving. Every chance I get, I make it happen because it matters. They're only going to be little for a little bit of time. And before you know it, they grown and they gone and they all across the world. And then you that old guy trying to say, hey, come visit me or I got to find you. Take care of the time now to do that. So today's takeaway for me was presence matters as a father, all right? But just being there is not enough. Action, teach your kids. Learn from what you do before they do what you say. So role modeling is very important. Strength is contagious. You know what I'm saying? How you handle life teaches them how they handle their life when they're going through things. Set the standard. You know what I mean? Set the standard doesn't mean perfect as a man. Set the standard though, okay? You're showing them what a man looks like. You know what I mean? And I don't just mean in a physical sense. We have an emotional side. It's a right to be tapped to that. Notice that your friends can be your friends, but you don't got to do everything that they do. If something is wrong, walk away. And the one thing that I learned from my coach that I always kept with me that I try to give to my kids is not what you do when your parents is watching, is what you do when they ain't watching. All right? That's what makes you that person you are. Amen. And your impact lasts. Okay, fathers? Your impact is important. They will remember you. Even if you think that they won't, they will. Because the last time I did see my father, I was like 7 years old. I still remember being in Harlem and those blue sneakers he bought me. So who knew? 40 years later, I would still remember that.
Man, shout out my uncles, my grandfathers, my cousins, and even my pops. You know what I mean? All the men in my life, my lineage. Salute, happy Father's Day, yo.
Yes, and I want to say thank you to all the other men that was able to step into the shadow and fill it with light and give me a lot of lessons. You know what I'm saying? Al, thank you for letting us go off. Wiz, thank you for being my brother and taking me in as well. There's a lot of people I appreciate for stepping in that light and helping destruction me into who I am today.
Behind enemy lines, thank y'all so much for having us. We sincerely appreciate y'all. Yo, bless up. Right.
Yes. So until next episode, we'll find the real Wiz. Al, we appreciate you. IAXISRADIO. Make sure you check out all the shows that they got going on from Sunday to Sunday. And on top of this, ladies and gentlemen, it's an actual radio station. So get the IAXISRADIO app, get the TuneIn app, all right? Get the 365 app, and you can hear music all throughout the week, okay? House music, party music, soul music, music, whatever type of music you want. Then we have like a Spanish. No, we had Black Rodeo, right? Al, how'd you say it?
So we have another radio station,
right,
called Brown Country Radio.
Brown Country.
All
yeah, that's
country
right.
music.
We got it all. Don't say we ain't got it. We got it all. And be on the lookout for the new book that just dropped by the Gatekeeper. You're gonna love it. And then we're gonna have the Better Green Entertainment Hour coming up real soon. So keep in tune, okay? Miss Purdy's Magic Shelf. You can reach out to me to get physical copies. I will have the link when you go download it yourself. We got a lot going on, but it's all good. Straight, thank you again. Welcome to the family. I look forward to chopping you up with you more and more and following y'all what's going on.
Sure.
Keep doing what y'all doing, all right? Behind Enemy Lines, every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m., IAXISRADIO, your favorite podcast.
If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? How long have you hated your white teacher, who told you you love your black preacher? Do you respect your brother's woman friend and share with black folks not of kin? People must prove to the people a better day is coming for you and for me, with just a little bit more education and love for our nation would make a better society. Now some of us would rather cuss and make a fuss than to bring about a little trust. But we shall overcome, I believe, someday, if you'll only listen to what I have to say. And how long have you hated your white teacher, who told you you love your black preacher? Can you respect your brother's woman friend and share with black folks not of kin? I say now people must prove to the people a better day is coming for you and for me, with just a little bit more education and love for our nation would make a better society. And if you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? And if you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brother?